This October 7th, the decision is yours. These empty park courts are waiting to be filled with millions of my players battling for court supremacy. This year, there will be something to play for. Once you step off the hardwood, it is time to enter the world of my park.
I sat here for the longest and tried to think of something very introspective and creative to say to start this video off. But I think it's simply more effective to just tell y'all, I think Park ruined NBA 2K. So way back before NBA 2K even put Park in the game, there was multiplayer elements in my career going all the way back to 2K11 and 10. There was a game mode you could play 21 with your my player against a couple other random players, my player, and you would get like barely any skill points. We also had crew mode. I know y'all remember crew mode, which was pro-am, but way back then. So we've literally always had cheese in the game. It's not just with the recent years in parks. There's always been cheese. Back in the day with crew, players would literally hack and mod the game, bring giants into the game. What else would they do? You run up against 7-foot point guards and all of that. Honestly, you can still beat their asses. So if I'm deciding which cheese am I going up against, the old school cheese or the now and current park cheese of stretch bigs who just shoot over you after slithering around the screen, easily I'm taking the hackers. I'm playing the hackers by choice. And then in NBA 2K13, we got a certified game changer, 3-on-3 online blacktop, or baby park as I like to call it, was born into the game, as well as something else that would change the game forever, VC. I feel like I should point out that 2K allowing us to buy our way to 99 in NBA 2K13 should have been a huge red flag, but back then, I don't remember anybody saying nothing about it. I remember my friend did it, so I complained about it, and then I did it, but I don't remember it being like a huge uproar about it. But in hindsight, we really should have, we should have said something about that. And moving forward, we arrived at ground zero, the beginning of the end. Ooh, I like that. That's dramatic as hell. NBA 2K14. And 2K14 introduced us to our very first cinematic in my career, as well as the park. Ah, yes, the park. And don't get me wrong, park was and still is a great idea, but like with anything great comes pressure, and that pressure can make or break you. Damn, bro, who the hell wrote this script? And NBA 2K followed up that greatness with NBA 2K15's park, which is probably, in my opinion, the most important park of all of them, the most influential. With the additions of rep, affiliations, events, hella clothes, and new parks, it took NBA 2K to the next level, and park in 2K15 really just broke out. I also want to point out to y'all that the 2K community is relatively new, like still, even to this day, is relatively new, and it was very small up until like NBA 2K15 and 16. Those were the two games that really shined a light on NBA 2K and got us some notoriety. And with the growth of our community came a whole bunch of new types of content creators. It's not just guys playing my career anymore. It's not guys just playing my team anymore. Now it's park. There's guys who do conceptual things. There are guys who make videos specifically just talking to the devs, telling them what's wrong with the game. And at some point or another, if you're a 2K YouTuber, you are going to critique the game. You are going to make a video talking about the issues in the game and what needs to be resolved. It's inevitable. And my belief is that almost every single thing that we complain about in NBA 2K today is directly or indirectly the fault of park. You don't believe me? Well, let's just go down the list of what it is that we complain about in NBA 2K. First and foremost is greed. When was VC put into NBA 2K? Oh yeah, that's right, NBA 2K13. What else was put into NBA 2K13? Don't worry, I'll wait. Is it Baby Park? Is it 3v3 online blacktop? Is that what it is? The game mode that was literally the predecessor to Park? What else do we complain about? Let me see, the gameplay. Even in 5v5, all of the issues that are from Park, like the Park issues that we complain about, are in 5v5. And I don't say it the other way around. I don't say, the 5v5 issues are also in Park, because we know what their number one priority is. When is the last time you saw Mike Wayne go on Twitter and be like, hey, what do you guys want to see in 5v5 mode? Shit, I wasn't prepared. I'll play now online. Because they don't care. They don't care. They care about their money makers, which is Park. And of course my team, but we're not talking about that. All right, now stay with me on this one. I believe that Park's success in NBA 2K14 and 15 is what led to so many people becoming NBA 2K YouTubers around that time, right? And what type of videos were really popular and still are popular outside of like just typical my career entertaining Chris Move type content? Exploits. Everybody was making exploits. So now you have all of these people making videos and playing the game using exploits under the guise of being like really good at the game. And then now when their exploits get patched, what do? They go to Twitter. They go to Beluga immediately. Hey, fix your game. Hey, fix your game. Their game was fixed until you started exploiting shit. And now Mike Wang is being tugged in a million different directions of this guy saying and this guy saying they're being pulled in a million different directions. And sometimes it even works. One of the influencers, as they call us, could go on Twitter and bitch moan to Beluga all day until they get what they want. And sometimes it works. For example, earlier this year in NBA 2K19, as a matter of fact, a Park YouTuber, I don't remember who it is, or even if I do remember who it is, I'm not gonna say it. Y'all not about to catch me on agent shit. But earlier this year in NBA 2K19, there was a patch that like halved how much my points you receive for like certain actions and everything. And come to find out, the reason that this patch dropped and that all of these my points were being nerfed was because a Park YouTuber said, and he complained to the devs and everything relentlessly, that it wasn't fair to people who chose to grind Park to grind up their player. Now there are people in this community, there are people who buy this game, they pay the $60 just like the rest of us, who play my career and they don't touch the Park. Their Park record will be 0-0 until next year, which it will continue to be 0-0 because they have no interest in Park. Now these guys got to deal with something that's happening in Park. They like this don't got nothing to do with them, but yet now their game mode is being affected by Park. Another problem people have with this game is the builds. Everybody else complains about what builds are overpowered and what builds aren't good enough, and this is like one of the big arguments in the 2K community. Y'all know how often we've seen the argument of stretches versus playmakers. Y'all know what it look like. A stretch big shouldn't be able to dribble. It shouldn't be that fast, and it shouldn't be able to shoot over people. Or lockdowns are too big, or not too big. Wow, lockdowns are OP. In my time going through the 2K Reddit, I can't even tell you how many people I've seen say, I'm just gonna chill on Park right now until they patch it, or I'm just gonna play my team or something until next year because it's ridiculous. I'm so tired of. That is a Park problem. That is a problem that people literally have with the game. That is a Park problem. Another issue we have with the game is, this one is kind of weird. I'll say it's the community. And I'm not saying it's the community's fault that the game is how it is, but what I'm saying is what you do with what you have determines what you will have. And what we do, the 2K community, what we do with what we have is sabotage it. We all know the OP builds in the game and what's broken in the game, what's unfair to use, right? Most communities shun these people who do that, like all of this garbage and the things that are unfair in the game. But in the 2K community, for some reason, we don't shun them. Not only do we not shun them, we copy them and put them on a pedestal, which is why the cycle of Park cheese will probably never be broken. Lastly, the fact that all of these game modes that we love continue to be ripped from the game every year, why do you think that is? Why do you think 2K just keeps taking these game modes that nobody's saying, hey, take this game mode out? There are people who still play it. It don't cost them anything to keep it in the game. You know what I'm saying? They don't even change them. They ignore their game modes anyway. That's not Park. Why do you think they keep taking them out? Why? Because they want to limit what we have. So it's like, okay, I can't play this. I can't play this. I guess I'm going to play some my career. And I don't want to just play my career. I guess I'll play some Park as well and spend some VC. So basically, all that I'm saying is almost every problem we have with NBA 2K stems from Park in some way or another. And it's great that Mike Wang and the developers and everybody, they take input from the community and they try to, listen to what we want. But most companies do that in between games, not with a patch every other week. So that's my long-winded speech for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and let me know what you think down below. As always, I'm D Brown Shanghai, and I'm up out of here. I'm about to bust my ass. Let me sit down. I'm D Brown Shanghai, and I'm up out of here, man. So, oh shit.